Hi, I'm Javaune Simpson and welcome back to SpeakUp. Now for today's topic, we'll be talking about mental health, right? And we'll actually be going through 8 tips for persons who want to, take better care of their mental health. And, it might cause a little bit of chatter when it is that I, give you one versus the other one, that type of thing. But just bear with me, right? We're going through 8 of them, right? And if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my screen so I can keep up with what it is that I have right here. So let me give this as a little pre-thing. I know some of us are going through some hardships, especially with COVID being here, monkeypox being there, stress, trial and tribulations have always been here with us, right? But so has the good Lord been with us. He has always been here with us nevertheless, right? Now I'm not preaching to you, I'm just preaching with you, if that makes sense. Anyways, mental health. We need to take care of mental health, right? And we don't want to talk about mental health in the sense where we are saying, mental health like we're standing off-ish type of thing. Like mental health, no, that's not something that we take part in. No, mental health is okay. Mental health is something that we all have, right? It's not an STI, it's not an STD, it's nothing like that. It's not a disease. No, when you have mental health issues, no, that's an issue. But it still doesn't deserve a standoff approach. Persons do have mental health issues. Persons do have different health issues. And so we have to take care of them or help them to adjust with these issues that they're undergoing or going through. And so these tips are actually ways to actually help us to take care of our mental health or to better our mental health practices. Alright? And at number 1, before I even go any further, is eat foods to support the brain, right? So 1 out of 8, eat foods to support the brain. Listen to me. You ever hear them talk about brain food? Yeah, you have foods out there that are brain food. And so you have to look at those foods, research them, right? Research whichever one of those ones that are more fitting for you personally, because perhaps you are allergic to some, right? Let's be honest here, let's be realistic. Some persons might be allergic to some persons probably just don't like the taste of some, right? But you have others out there. Go ahead and eat some brain food. And so take care of your brain by giving it the energy it needs, by giving it the stability it needs, so it can actually help you to make your life more stable. Right? So when you're sometimes our life shaky, because of other people, because of what we are to ourselves, not taking care of our brain and taking care of our mental health, taking care of our physical health too. I'm guilty of that too, right? But I'm trying, and I think I'm making some progress as regards to physical health and mental health. So yeah, moving on. Number 2, sleep. Sleep is very necessary. Now for some of us, like myself here, we take home work with us, our mind, right? Especially in the field of counseling, take home work with it on our mind, right? And so if you find that something is obstructing you sleeping, then you need to say, here what, I'm going to do this so I can actually sleep more, right? Honestly, me personally, I don't like taking pills, I don't like taking medication, so I don't know if there's any alternatives to that, to making some persons sleep, because some persons really do have insomnia for different reasons, for health reasons, for perhaps underlying issues, I should say. And so you have to get that investigated as best as possible. Let's say you spoke to your doctor already, and your doctor already confirmed that you have insomnia. Alright, then what's your next step? Right, because sleep is very much important, and sometimes when we don't sleep, believe it or not, sleep contributes to how grumpy we can be in the mornings or in the afternoons or even in the night when we get up and can't sleep, right? So, wifey beside husband and wifey can't sleep, so wifey wake up and say, Brian, what Keisha, where's the Keisha do again? Brian is like, babes, when I just don't talk about Keisha before we go sleep, babes. Why you wake me about Keisha again, babes? Babes, want to go sleep now, babes? Sleep. Yeah, babes, sir, yes, your babes can't sleep because she have insomnia, so she wake up and just talk about something randomly, right? Because you can't sleep because she not sleep, right? And that's how it is. It might sound funny, but that's how it is really sometimes. So take care of your sleep. Right? Sleeping patterns have to be established, and when you establish these sleeping patterns, try Because life gets real, guys. I want you to just stay true to them, because sometimes things just happen and you fall off track. But try your very best to stay true to them as best as possible, right? That's something that's very much important as well. And as I mentioned before, sleep has a lot to do with how your moods flow, alright? So think about that as well. Stay active. Goes back to what it is that I was saying about being physically healthy and all these things. Stay active, because guess what? Exercise and these things, physical exercise that is, helps with our mental health. Believe it or not, it helps us to not only relax more, but it actually helps in the sense that one of the things, and let me check if it's actually there before I actually say it. I don't want to say it and then I end up on it again. Anyways, yes, so one of the things I researched, and I just ran into it because I came across these issues myself, right? Where if it is that you're not eating properly and maintaining a proper diet and all these things and exercise and these things, it can disrupt your gut. Yeah, gut, don't answer. Yeah, gut. Not your chest, but your gut. Because you can't really say gut, right? Gut, yes, right? Can disrupt your gut, stomach, right? And if it is that your gut is disrupted, for the doctors, don't get on my back. I'm just trying to help out in your category, guys. Help me if it is that you know how to explain it better. Help me in the comment section, or create a video if you want to explain it, or give us the link. Right? Fine. Don't criticize your judgment. I'm trying to explain it, right? So when you disrupt the health of your gut, it might throw your mood off as well. So that's something that was surprising to me. I didn't know that, right? I didn't, and I don't remember if I actually looked. I think I read more into it, but I don't recall what it is that I can share with you right now. I don't want to be, untruthful in my approach to you. Even though I'm honestly trying to remember. But take that much from me and do your own research. You not having a healthy gut can actually contribute to you not having a peaceful life too. I'm not talking about going to the bathroom. I'm talking about you just being very moody. Your moods being irregular in a sense, right? This moment you feel happy, next moment you feel sad, and this moment you feel sad, next moment you feel like you're lick down somebody, right? These things do contribute to it, right? So we have to take care of all of these things, right? Cool. Moving on, at number 4, make social connections. Now some persons might be like, Javaune, nobody that foolishness, because we're not talking to nobody. We don't like talk to people like they were ourselves. And when I like be face to face with nobody, we didn't like the whole Zoom thing and the whole WhatsApp calls and iMessage and FaceTime, all of these things. Some persons prefer these interactions. Me, depends on who. I actually prefer face to face interactions. Yeah, and then again depends on who. Again, I don't mind talking on the phone. But anyway, moving on. Interactions, social connections are very much important, and so we have to value it, because it helps us to not only release what is here and being stored here, right? Because sometimes we have some negative things stored here, and if it is that we don't talk about these things, then it becomes difficult for us to actually manage what it is that is taking place up here, right? You're stressed out about school, talk about it. You're stressed out about work, talk about it. You're stressed out about your relationship, talk about it. You're stressed out about the non-existence of your relationship, talk about it. Talk. Don't be afraid to talk about it. And of course, it goes without saying that you need to find persons that you can trust. And yeah, it might be hard to find persons you can trust to talk about these things with, but it is absolutely necessary. And the reason why I add talking to someone that you trust is because you don't want to express things that have been on your mind, that are sensitive things, right? Private things. And then later on, you find that that information is being shared with other people, which might just disrupt you again up here, so again, right? And probably even disrupt your gut too, right? Because you probably don't want to eat consistently anymore, and you find yourself in more problem. Anyways, moving on to number 5, right? Appeal to your senses. Nice. Appeal to your senses. Can sense the Jamaican in somebody, you probably think something else, but this is what I mean when I say appeal to your senses. These eyes, go and observe some beautiful things with them. Go and look at what God created. The sea, the heavens, trees, birds, even another beautiful human being. Wifey, wifey. I just said that because of you, wifey. I don't know which eye blink. Yeah, observe a beautiful human being too, right? Listen to some beautiful music. Not any music that is going to disrupt how it is that you feel, right? You want to think and believe and you know, be of a calm nature at times. You don't want to be all angered. So don't listen to no boogie yaga all the tell us say yo, do all of them things and you might give your bone, you must give back. But no, listen to them something there. Listen to some peaceful things, right? And me personally, right, I've been listening to a whole lot of oldies for over some weeks now, right? Right, so I'm on Apple Music and listen, investing in a music host. You're working, invest it, just invest in your mental health, yo, don't give up on it, invest in it, man. Because guess what? As I said before, I looked at it and I was like, yo, I really like the fact that Apple get $6 almost $6 out of my money, or not just Apple, because I subscribe to many different places, well, not many different, but other things as well. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, alright then, I'm subscribing to where am I? Well, I was subscribing to Disney Plus before and I let that end because I feel like I can just do without Disney Plus. Right? This is me sidetracking, but it's to help the conversation, right? I feel like I can do without it, but the reason why I mentioned something that you can watch is because guess what? Sometimes you need to relax when you're home from work, right? For me personally, even when I have a lot of work to do, I have to take my time to relax my mind first. Even when I was in university, I had assignments that were piling up, but guess what? Well, as a matter of fact, you probably have one to do tomorrow, but guess what? I have to take my time to go up on YouTube and get some laughs in, or talk to some friends on WhatsApp. These things, I have to settle my mind. If I want to sleep, I'm going to sleep. Because guess what? If I don't settle my mind, then guess what? I'm going to do the work in rush, and then we get a very low grade, and I'm not going to be pleased with it, right? So anyways, relax your mind and do what it is that is necessary for you, because guess what? That work where you kill up yourself about, what we are kill up yourself about, the moment you leave that work, then replace it, simply, You understand what I mean? So you have to take care of you as best as possible. Don't worry about no bills. Bills are going to get taken care of by the help of God, right? Take care of you, because if it is that you can't take care of you, then you're going to add more bills to it, right? Including bills when you take care of yourself, right? If you understand what I mean. So yes, you have to take care of all those things. Alright, so moving on. Alright, I haven't mentioned the other senses. So yeah, you listen to some good music, right? Then go on then. I know, yo, ladies, I know, put that one in, someone put that one in, no, do take care of all the taste buds, because I've been eating a lot of food, me tell you, soon I post some pictures on social media, me tell you, look at the woman them eat more food than the man them these days, right? Because they've been going out to restaurants. But I'm not hating on you, ladies. I love it. You're taking care of you, and sometimes them post it too, and them post, yes, sirs, them post him and them post and said self-care and then they have to show shade. They don't have to show shade on a guy. For some reason, they just have to show shade on a guy. Ladies, I don't know why I'm doing it, but they just have to show shade on people. And if guys show shade on as much as we don't show shade on we, a problem. But anyways, we love show shade on people, because I post and say, self-care, he doesn't know what he's missing. Look on him too. Never want to spend money on me. I have my own money, sir. Them type of thing. Yo, women are comedians, I tell you now. One piece of drama, them I tell you. Anyways, moving on. Petty sometimes, sirs. Me agree with you, sirs. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, we're at what? Number 5. We're still at number 5. And so, yeah, so take care of your senses. Appeal to your senses, I would say. And then even appeal to your common sense too. Use up your common sense and take care of it, right? Read up some things that will help to build your wisdom, right? And pull back on some of your experiences and decide on what it is that you're going to take part in and what it is that you're not going to take part in. What has your best interest at heart? Don't just take people's word for it. You go, par with some people, you know, so every time them talk, I just be a negative them talk. Nobody go there, so go stress out yourself, man. Because when you go there, so, and you go make mention of something where I go through, them I go just tell us some negative things. No, man, I mean, I tell you, cut off people, you know, but I tell you, don't go par with them people if you know that you're not at the right place mentally at that appointed time, right? Go do something else that is more meaningful to you and that can be more peaceful for you, right? Anyways, moving on. At number 6, take up a relaxation practice. Positive hobby. You love playing music, play music. You love visiting different restaurants, ladies. I'm talking about you. Alright, joke. Ladies and gentlemen, because men like eating food as well, so you know, take up a nice hobby, and you know, restaurant hopping can be a pretty good hobby. I think a lot of women have, and to be honest, ladies, you are the ones that have been mastering this. To be honest, I see where you guys are posting, and I'm proud of y'all. You know, to be honest, you know, I love that. You know, that you're taking the opportunity, investing in yourself, and you're not necessarily wait for a man to invest in the sense where you know, you can not take a restaurant and you can't eat. You know, you work good money. Go and you know get some go and invest your money in you. You know, not just in stocks or anything, but invest in you right here, right now. You know, you feel fit, you know, I don't know. You feel for something, I don't know. You feel for something, right? Something that's nice, positive, you know, go and get it, you know, food, is right. You probably feel, I don't know, shrimp pasta come tonight. You feel for your shrimp pasta, you go there, you get your shrimp pasta, miss. Alright, sir, you feel for that to go and go eat it, eh? Number 7. Take time offs or take time outs. This is very much valuable. As I said before, and I would have said something to that extent earlier when I said that here, but even in college, even in university, I used to take my time before when I know I had assignments, I take my little time and I watch some YouTube videos because I need to get some laughs in to get the stress off of my chest, off of my mind a little bit. Which is what off of my chest as a Jamaican, we look at what things about which is. Anyways, so yeah, you take some time to build you first before you actually go and you know give more yourself to somebody. You understand what I mean? I've seen this again. I commend ladies on as well, and I think men need to do this. And listen. I have it written down as one of my topics. You know, the mere fact that as guys we don't take. Listen, we don't enforce our standards, because I know guys have standards. I do have standards, right? And they might not be the same like some women do have their standards, right? But we as guys do have our standards as well. I don't know if every guy has standards, but yes, whether them lower than high, we have standards. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, man, invest time in it. And stay true to them. You are with somebody. I'm talking about males and females. When you're with somebody in a relationship, for example, and they're bringing more problem, more harm than good is coming from the relationship. It's time for you to analyze what it is that you need to do, right? Is it that you need to take a break from the relationship, or is it that the relationship needs to end completely? You are at a workplace, and that workplace is draining you, right? To the point where you probably start experience signs of stress or depression, right? And I mean like deep depression. Then you need to evaluate your place there, you know, whether or not you need to continue there, or you need to take some time off from there, take a couple of days off, take your vacation leave now, or you need to reevaluate whether or not it is that it's even helpful for you to be there anymore, anyways, right? Yeah, the pay might be a lot, but guess what? It's eating at you at the same time. So you need to reevaluate all of these things, right? And of course, plan your way forward as well. So you know you have bills to pay, you know what your bills are like. Yeah. So another job might be less work and at the same time be less pay. Alright, then cool. Can you make the transition? You know, so work it out. Think about it smartly too. You know, don't just move. Don't just do it just so. So this is why you need to actually give it a thought right now, so that when it is that you get to that point, you know what it is that you want. Right? And guess what? You might have even a better opportunity out there who can even pay you more money too. And you still do less work, or you do the same amount of work where you do now, but you get less, but you get more money. And guess what? Getting that more money will give you the opportunity to invest in yourself more in terms of getting to take some vacation, to go here and there and buy this and buy that. Because sometimes that can be therapeutic to us as well, right? Wink, wink. Because me, I think sometimes shopping is therapeutic to me, and taking a drive here or there is therapeutic to me. But guess what? It costs money. So, but nevertheless, you can invest in these things. Save up for it if you have to save up for it. Right? Moving on, and we're at number 8. Right? And I can put away the laptop right now to talk about number 8 and close off this. Stay positive is at number 8, and that's exactly what we have to do as people. We're going through a rough time. Listen to me, no man. Yeah, Christian still. I don't go to church as often as I used to go, and I don't invest as much time as I used to invest in it. But I still highly believe in God. I still read my scriptures. I still pray. Still all of these things. And guess what? I still highly believe. Say, oh, God did it, and God created you, and God, Him put you in certain positions. We might seem difficult for you, and sometimes I won't put myself in it anyway. But nevertheless, Him still love you, and Him still take care of you. Get what I say? But what I want to say is this: stay positive, same way, right? The time feel rough, it feel rougher than it used to be. Stay positive, same way. You have more stress. You have more stress as fall upon you because the bills might get higher, and probably might not be money problem. It might just be that as I said before, I might say it as a joke, but a serious thing. You probably a relationship will take away. It'll take more than to give to you. Stay positive, see, man. I almost say stay positive. I mean, if you stay in the naive, I mean, if you stay in a relationship, I mean, if you really be naive, know that what it is I said before as well. So evaluate what it is that is taking place for you as an individual. But at the end of the day, I want you to stay positive. Staying positive doesn't mean that you're going to stay in the problem, right? And then I got to tell you, you're going to stay positive in the problem. No, staying positive can mean say you realize that problem that, and you stay far from the problem. But at the same time, while staying far from the problem, you say to yourself and you reiterate in your very own mind, listen, I'm going to stay positive. Better will come for me. That type of thing. I believe that God created us with great intentions, right? And He already knew that there will be trials and temptations for us, which is why we have the Bible as our guide, to go through it, and we realize what it is that this man went through, or this woman, the Esthers, the Jobs, all these people, man, they go through things, man, right? And you now have to put yourself in the position to say, alright, cool, what is it that I'm going through as an individual, and what it is that I can do to actually get over these issues. Then you can actually pray to God too, right? All if you don't believe in a God, Papa. Just the other day I asked a student if you should believe in God. I just said, just say kind of nonsense, and I'm saying, alright, then cool, we'll kind of pray to God, right? And I think she laughed. And I'm like, kind of pray to God, right? Because God very well will give you a response, and the next time you feel like you're stressed or you're burdened, you don't have to kind of pray because you know say He will respond to you, and that's how your faith can be built, right? But I'm not gonna tell you I'm preaching the same way. I'm preaching myself at the same time, because even me, I have to stay positive at times, because things get rough out here at times. With different things, I have to just be honest with yourself. Stop going like we're better than people, and stop going like so we now go through some problems tomorrow. You are going through problems, right? Whether or not it is that you are somebody who go to church consistently, and you pray and you preach and you do all these things, you go through problems too, right? Talk about your problems when you go through too, because here the Bible says to confess your faults before the brethren in a man, so you can get some counseling. That the Bible said no. Anyways, moving on. But yeah. So sometimes me and my friend we talk about some things that we go through as individuals, right? And this is what SpeakUp is all about for me, really and truly. So you will find that I will share stories with you that perhaps some persons won't share, but that's fine, Me, I'll share it. And I'm not going to be prideful and put myself in a position where just pride. I'm afraid to say this because I'm afraid of what people will think or what people will say. When I speak and when I make the decision to create a video, I do it because I'm of the hope or of the belief that this video can help at least one person. And if it is that it can help at least one person, then I'm going to do it. That's actually my, and in closing I'm saying this, that's actually my mission statement, part of my mission statement in my office at work, where I say, I can help at least, if I can help at least one person, right, then, that's what I'm here to do. My aim is to help many, but if I can help at least one, then I'd be starting out the job quite well. This has been another episode with Javaune Simpson. I enjoyed this video. And so I hope it is that you would have enjoyed it. I hope it is that you would have stayed for the whole video. Yeah, it's pretty much longer than the ones that I've been doing over recent times, but it was necessary. And so I hope it is that you enjoyed it, and please share it with somebody else. Yeah, because it's necessary. People are going through some rough things, and they might not say it to you, so share it with them nevertheless. Hopefully they'll watch it and they'll learn something, or they'll be reminded of something. Because yes, some very smart people out there who already know some of these things, and if you didn't know before, it doesn't mean that you're not smart, but I mean, you do have some persons out there who already know these things already, and so they just need to be reminded of them. Because me, I always remind about them things here, Sometimes I forget about them, and this is why I stress myself sometimes unnecessarily. Have a direct connection to God, and can you imagine me how I stress myself? That's what life is all about sometimes. We're distracted by things and distracted by people, and so we forget what it is that we have within us. But as I said before, this has been another episode of SpeakUp with Javaune Simpson. I hope it is that you enjoyed it. Keep safe. Much love. God bless.